Hi, this is MGTOW Strong. Your life is yours to live as you see fit. Don't surrender your life to anyone. Don't be shackled. What is MGTOW? Men going their own way. It's not a cult, a religious group, or any group for that matter. It's a philosophy, a lifestyle, a movement, a choice. We don't have a leader. Men from all walks of life, religion, culture, speaking language, race, age, region of the globe are choosing that lifestyle more and more every day. Those men don't hate women. No, we love women. We just wish we could be with them and not fearing them destroying us or taking advantage of us. Don't be fooled by a no-walt or a traditionalist or a conservative woman. They are just chameleons. They will turn on you and become the evil witch you fear. Yes, at first they are sweet and nice, but eventually their evil nature will resurface and bite your head off. Every woman has the potential to ruin your life. You never truly know with what kind of woman you're dealing with until it's too late. Truly, what we are is simple. We are simply walking away from marriage, having kids, long-term relationship, and cohabitation with women. This does not mean we disrespect women, or hate them, or hurt them, or want to rid the world of them. No. We have just decided that our lives matter, that we are more than just a tool for women, that we want to be free, independent, that we want to live for us and for no one else. But once we go MGTOW, we don't go back. Once we are red-pilled, we cannot be unred-pilled. We don't know too much to go back. We know the truth. Men are rational, logical. We do risk and cost assessment. We find that it's not worth it. Women are not worth it anymore. They are not worthy of us, of our virtue and love. We will not risk our lives. Women have become man's worst enemy, in my opinion. So we go our own way to simply protect ourselves because too many men have been destroyed by the hands of evil women and the system that helped them do it. This is because men are not respected anymore. We no longer have value. Women claim they don't need us. To women, all we are is sperm bank in a wallet. They are thieves. They steal our resource and seek to destroy us. Feminists say they are for equality, but all we know now is that it's a lie. They say women have to have the same rights as men. They do already and have for a long time. They have more rights than us. They have privileges we don't have. They simply do not want the responsibilities and accountabilities that come with rights. They do not want to be responsible for what they do wrong. They don't believe they do anything wrong anyway. Being responsible and accountable means you have to face the consequences of your actions and words. Misandry is everywhere now. TV shows, commercials, movies, and the internet. We no longer have positive masculine role models. Everything is about women. No wonder so many boys are lost, especially the ones that are raised by single mothers. Women cheat more than men now. They even celebrate it. They think it's empowering. No, it's not. It's female nature running amok and ruining everything. Fathers are ridiculed and have been pushed away from their children. The role of the father has no importance anymore in the eye of feminists. It has no value according to feminists. Masculinity is under attack. Being a man is bad now. Men are being cucked. Laws are put in place to further our oppression. Civilization was built by men. Masculinity built it. It wasn't built on feelings and emotion. It was built with rationality, logic, competition, by pushing boundaries, exploring, hard work, etc. Without our accomplishments, the world would not be what it is now. Unfortunately, all of that has no value anymore. Men used to compete for women through various ways. If women don't need us, then we don't compete. We don't build. That's very wrong, but we have to do it for ourselves. We have to rise and stand up for ourselves. Manning up is taking our lives into our own hands and build a life for ourselves and not let anyone destroy us. That's why some men have to go away from women to preserve their self-respect, value, pride, self-esteem, self-actualization, etc. For others, it's gaining it back to save themselves from complete destruction because they've been wronged by a woman. To go against your own nature of protecting, providing, and have sex with women, you have to be goddamn strong. It's an everyday battle. It's at the core of our being, but we have decided to go against it to save our lives. Look around you. How many men you know or destroyed by a woman through the family court or false accusation or other means. More and more men fall to the abyss of life because of the system in women. Don't be one of them. Learn to protect yourself. Learn to live for yourself. You don't need a woman to be happy. I'm very happy. I don't have a woman in my life. I don't need one. I can do everything a woman do. Cooking, cleaning, ironing my shirt. On top of doing everything a man can do. Happiness can be found through many means and ways. Your dreams, your wants, your passions, your desire, your goals are very important. Don't sacrifice them, especially for a woman. Your life has meaning. You have value. You have purpose. MGTOW is progress for men. It's a liberation from the shackle women put on us. Women today are letting themselves ruled by their hypergamy and basic animalistic instinct. That's why they are so promiscuous. That's regression. Women are regressing to their basic animalistic nature. They are completely out of control because unfortunately we let them. It's our fault. We did this to them and us. Patriarchy, the true definition, not the feminist version, was about protecting them from themselves. It was about keeping their female nature in check. When women gain power, they do not know how to use it properly without destroying everything. Women with power ruin everything. Now that we live in a gynocentric society, they are not protected anymore. Having no such protection leads women to be unruly, irresponsible, and narcissist. It leads to chaos, and chaos is more and more rising every day. The bitch is totally out of control. Obviously, we interact with women every day. Sisters, mothers, co-workers, acquaintances, female friends. When interacting with women at work, in a restaurant, in a store, or the phone with customer service, always stay polite and respectful. You don't have to be a jerk or jackass or insult them or be disrespectful. You basically have to be a ghost. DDJ from Misandry Today has a great video on the topic. It's very good and has a lot of good info. I strongly suggest you watch it. I will not repeat what he said, just go watch it. It's worth it. Now a little bit about me, my history. I'm in my 40s. I've never been married, don't have kids. I guess I'm one of the lucky ones that dodged the bullet. In my 20s, a couple of men I knew killed themselves because of a woman. The women destroyed those men through nasty divorce, and they were evil bitches. I'll never forget. They even had kids on top of that. Terrible. I also knew a man that was falsely accused of rape. Poor guy had no alibi, and he went to jail. I learned a few years later from his best friend why he was truly innocent. Well, it turns out he was gay. Yeah. And he was in the closet and did not want to come out, so he went to jail. I was disgusted by that, and I could not believe a woman was capable of doing such horrible thing. Despite that, I dated women. I was in my 20s, full of hormones, naive, and thought that would never happen to me. I believed what I was sold, marriage, kids, happy life with a woman. But some women I dated were batshit crazy. I naively believed I was just unlucky like many men. I believed there was a unicorn out there for me. But ultimately I had a 3-year relationship with a woman who had her moments of craziness. Some of the things she did and said were terrible. We used to fight all the time. Finally one day I had enough and could not put up with her bullshit anymore and broke up with her. After that I dated more crazy, demanding, manipulating, and controlling women. I slowly started to believe that I was sold a lie when I was young. Since then I cannot tolerate women's bad attitude and bad behavior. I call them up on their bullshit. I know someday it's going to bite me in the ass. But sometimes I just can't help myself. That's why now I'm trying to apply the teachings of DDJ from Misandry Today. But still I date. Since that 3-year relationship, my relationships with women don't last more than 3 to 6 months. I don't let it last longer than that. I either break it up or make them break up with me. Or they break up with me because, well, they realize they cannot control me or dominate me. I have rules, max 12 pumps and I'm out. Usually it's a handful and I'm out. I use condom and dispose of it myself. I don't trust women. I've never been able to trust women. Use your own condoms. Make sure she does not have access to them because they can poke holes in them. And there are women on YouTube that talk about sperm hijacking. Be very careful. Another rule, they don't meet my family, relatives, friends, or co-workers. They don't get to know where I work. I don't accept their friend requests on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. This is a way of protecting myself, but there are no guarantees, obviously. I discovered MGTOW almost 2 years now. The first video I saw was from MGTOW is Freedom. Big John, we miss you a lot. And then I watched other MGTOW channels like Sandman, and I realized I was not alone. I realized I was not a freak. I was not alone in my thinking. There are other men like me. And that night, I remember a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. I'm not ashamed to say this, but I cried. I found content of those videos very inspiring, enlightening, and educational. I started to feel better, much better. I've gone through the typical red pill rage, and now that I've come out of it, my life is much better. I've been thinking for a little while now about creating my own videos to tell you about my own journey, experience, knowledge, thoughts, opinion. I got the need to add my voice to the community and help other men. I had a need to give back what I got from other men out there on the net that helped me. I was not lost like so many men now, but needed to understand what's going on with the world today. I was growing frustrated and angry, and now my observations are that the world is going down the toilet fast and furiously. It's up to us to try and change things if possible. The purpose of my channel is to inform and reach as many men as I can, to elevate you to a level of consciousness and awareness about the condition of men around the globe, to educate you on what you need to do to be the man you want to be, to protect yourself and your son or sons, or any man you care about, to spread the word, the wisdom. I don't pretend to be a wise man or to always be right or to always have the answer to your questions. I'll try to bring you words of wisdom I find out there on the net and formulate my own opinion on different topics. I'll provide you facts and statistics. I'll use observable reality to show you what's behind the mask of feminism. Feminism is cancer. I'll go as far as to say that it has done more damage than terrorism. Girls are more and more indoctrinated in this feminazi ideology. It's a scary world for boys now. And the war is not just on against us men, but boys as well. Help protect them. I'll talk about current events, articles I found on the net, the social contract between men and women, history of feminism, men's and women's nature and roles, the different system at play that help women destroy boys and men, namely the government that have become the new husband and new daddy. The feminist family court is biased. The feminist education system that is biased. The feminists want men out of colleges and universities. Criminal and civil court system that are biased. The media hypocrisy. Hollywood witch hunt. The corporate takeover by feminism. And many other topics that are dear and important to me. I will also promote other MGTOW content creators because I believe we are all part of this growing community and have to support each other. There's talk of the next step. What do we need to do? Do we just continue talking about MGTOW and rant and inform? No, we need to push this further. But right now I have no clue what's next. Other MGTOW content creators have ideas. A few weeks ago there was a MGTOW Global Summit in the Asia Pacific. Maybe it's something we need to have every year somewhere on Earth. So all MGTOW can congregate and discuss matters that are important to us. MGTOW content creators all have inspired me and have great content. I will talk about books you'll need to read to help you learn and understand the crisis men are finding themselves in today. If you have a particular topic you want me to talk about or want me to share your story or have questions, email me and I will be happy to share what you have to say. We all have a voice, but feminists are trying to silence us by any means they can, legal or not. Don't let them silence your voice. They fear the truth because they cannot handle the truth. They know we know the truth about women and feminism, so let your voice be heard. You choose what kind of life you want to lead. I will not tell you what you should be and will not judge you, just help you. Don't let anyone tell you who and what you should be. I will tell you about feminist lie, rhetoric, narrative that's been debunked many times. Now there's a book you should read, The Feminist Lie by Bob Lewis. He has a channel called Misandry Today. It's an excellent book and an excellent channel. Everything you learn about MGTOW, either on my channel or others, share, spread the word. If you like my content, subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell button. Support all MGTOW content creators. Be strong, believe in yourself, be independent. You don't need validation from women. You are capable of accomplishing anything you want. You don't need a woman to be happy. Find your own happiness. You have value. You are strong. Be strong. Thank you for listening.